Is your fall a sprint instead of a season to enjoy? Welcome to Second Act Simplified, the podcast for women in midlife who are ready to make life feel lighter and more intentional. I'm Jamie. I'm the founder of Our Daily Lifestyles blog, and I share practical strategies for navigating this season of life. Together, we're going to prioritize what matters most and enjoy every season simplified. I jump into autumn as soon as Labor Day's over. That's my signal to really get into autumn. But fall is a great time to reset. Depending on where you're at in life, that might be your kids are gone back to school, your kids are going to college. It's just a time when routines tend to get set back up again after you get out of the summer fun days. It's also a really busy time. Your life is demanding. You're juggling a job, you're juggling home. You might be taking care of aging parents, and you're really just trying to get some time for yourself. I want you to be able to enjoy fall and all the beauty that comes with it and the activities that only come around once a year. Also want to make sure that you can balance it without feeling like that's one more thing to do, because sometimes even scheduling fun feels like just another thing. First, we're going to block our week. That's one strategy. I'm kind of a lunatic when it comes to calendar. I've had coworkers make fun of me about how much I use calendar, but for me, if it's not in calendar, it doesn't exist. And that's how I live with work and to some degree at home. I don't necessarily schedule everything in calendar at home, but if it's important to me, it's going into calendar because then I'll remember to do it. That's a great way to create blocks of time. I want to get this done. I have these activities I want to do. I want to remember to do something on X night. And then use your evenings to prep for the next day. I have been setting out clothes the night before, probably since middle school, maybe even earlier. If I don't do that, I lose 10 minutes at least the next morning. I don't know what happens. It's like I'm not awake yet, and then I just am staring at my closet going, what am I going to wear? Doing it at nighttime makes it so much easier. I also do a quick calendar check to make sure nothing's popped up. Did I forget anything? What do I really have coming up? And it's a good way to just for me to reset, okay, this is what I have tomorrow. Start your mornings with a fall ritual and something that might be a treat. It gives you something to look forward to. So maybe you light a nice fall candle. I'm a chai latte drinker, so I could add some pumpkin spice to my iced chai. I'm not a coffee drinker, but there's so many different fall drinks out there. A weekly walk, an evening walk. It's much cooler out. It's a much better time of the year to do walks. It's really humid in Ohio. Summer walks can be really nice. Summer walks can also be almost disgusting. This is a great time of the year. The humidity has really calmed down to get a nice walk in. Their second strategy is to rethink meals for simplicity and not stress. I suggest meal prepping. Some people are great at meal prepping. Wouldn't say I'm a full-blown meal prepper though. I'm more of like a grocery shopper that plans meals. So I'll have the ingredients for tacos on Monday, and then spaghetti on Tuesday, and chicken, rice, and vegetables on Wednesday. So I'll do something like that where I buy the ingredients. I know pretty much what I'm going to have that night. I don't necessarily meal prep it because then a lot of food to us tastes like leftovers, and I have a hard time getting my family to continuously eat leftovers. If it's really good, then we fight over the leftovers. But in most cases, I have to almost force the family to eat the leftovers. So I'd rather just make a fresh meal that we're going to eat, and I buy those ingredients, put them in the fridge, and they're ready to go. Try something seasonal. I happen to have a garden, so that's working out for me really well. And our garden, because of the weather this summer, is really blooming late. I'm still enjoying kind of summer vegetables, to be honest. This is apple season. This is squash season. It's a great time to enjoy fresh produce this time of the year. And then things like soups and stews, casseroles sometimes, they freeze pretty well. So if you have time and you want to do meals to prep or make a large quantity, have one tonight, freeze some for another week, and that opens some time up for yourself. All right, so I talked about being a calendar lunatic. Guard your calendar. Schedule your seasonal fun like an activity. That makes it intentional. That gives you peace of mind. I know I have a block of time that we're going to the pumpkin patch, or we're going to take a walk on Thursday night through our favorite park. If you schedule it, you're more likely to do it. And then be flexible, things happen. Bad weather, you didn't plan for rain on one day and the forecast totally changes. And that happens here quite a bit. So have backup plans for the nights or for rainy days. That's maybe a night that you're going to clean out your closet or you're going to do something fun indoors like a fall craft. Have backup plans for bad weather. And then we just talked about block time for decorating. So if you're really looking forward to it and you don't want to wait for bad weather, just schedule it. But if that is something that you would only want to do, sometimes I want to do indoor activities when the weather's either too cold or it's raining. So I will wait in most cases for bad weather. We talked about planning intentional fun, fall festivals, pumpkin patches, apple picking. Those are some big things. And then think about 5 things that you want to do this fall and put them on a list, schedule them, make sure that you have them happen and you have time. Like you don't have to do 5 things in a week. Do 5 things between September and October. Great way to do that. Some fun fall ideas. Going out for a drive to see the leaves. Now, this is regional. I realize you can't do that everywhere. But for those of us that can take advantage of it, I love driving in between Ohio and Pennsylvania. Once you get closer to the Pennsylvania border, the hills are beautiful. You can look out and just see hills, maybe even small mountains of just changing leaves. It's so pretty. Make chili or soup on a Sunday. Go to a farmer's market while they're still open. And again, that's regional too. But usually a lot of places have them open through fall. Have a rainy day project. We already talked about that. Do you want to decorate on a rainy day? Is there something you want to get done on a rainy day? Is there a project that you want to do? That's a great time for fall decor. Bonfire night. I actually started to record this outside next to my bonfire because I had made a mistake and then I just scrapped it and decided I'll just start over altogether. Love sitting outside this time of the year next to my fire pit. I take a blanket outside. It's awesome. Pick a book. So I'm not great at this. I've been really filling my time with doing the podcast, the blog. And so I'm not spending a whole lot of time reading, but I've had a couple people now talk about, I leave a book in my kitchen or in my dining room or in my family room. And when I get 5 minutes, I just read my book. And that's how I get through my books in the year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a good idea. So that's something I plan to add to the mix of things I'm trying to do. A fall movie night. My stepdaughter and granddaughter are excellent at this every Friday. They're flexible, but air quote, every Friday they do a girls' night in movie night. Right now, they're already starting to do their favorite Halloween movies for kids, kid-friendly Halloween movies. Fall movie night is also really fun. And then pumpkin decorating. I'm not great about this. My stepdaughter and granddaughter love to do this. All my kids are pretty much grown up, so that's not an activity we do. But then I see pictures of people who have Dollar Tree pumpkins that they've decorated and made look great. I think it's something that I'd like to do at some point. Some of our takeaways. Midlife isn't about hustling harder. It's about finding time to enjoy ourselves and reduce our stress. And that gives us back some of our time and energy. It's all about our routines, planning really helps you. If you're not a planner, give it a shot for a week and see if that helps you. Pick something new to try. You don't have to try everything we talked about in this episode. But carve out some room so that especially if this is your favorite season. Some people really love fall. I'm a summer person, but fall's a close second. Make sure you get to enjoy the season because fall's pretty short. If you get a bad spell, again, if you're living relatively up north, if you get a bad weather spell, you can have leaves change for like a week and then a terrible wind and rainstorm come through and they're all gone. So try to enjoy it while you have. I'd love for you to come back next week for our next episode. Excited that we're out here and we've launched. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share it with a friend who could use a little bit more ease this season. And I'm also very excited to let you know that we brought back our Christmas countdown this year. It was really fun and popular last year. And you can sign up for our email list and you'll get a weekly email with links to the blog posts that come out daily. Sign up and make sure you don't miss out on any tips and ideas to get through and have a very enjoyable Christmas holiday. And then don't forget to sign up for our Second Act Simplified membership. So if you sign up now, you'll be part of our founding membership and help lead us to where the membership is going to go. I want this to be a community for women that support each other and wanting to do things and be successful and happy in midlife. Thank you so much for joining. Looking forward to talking to you soon.